Looking at the S&P 500 two-year chart weekly, you can see that stocks were hammered for the second straight week on increasing bond yields. The S&P 500 was down 4.5% for the week compared to 4.8% last week, and that's the worst two-week loss since this two-week period back here on June 10th. There's no evidence from the Fed that they're going to slow down or eliminate their planned 75 basis point rate hikes in 2022 or 2023. And I think it's pretty evident that the S&P 500 right here is at near its 52-week low, and more than likely will go lower as we go forward. Now, if we look at the Nasdaq Composite Index, we see a similar look. Well, the Nasdaq lost 5.1% this week, and compared to 5.5% last week. And again, if you look at a similar period back here in June, in the middle of June, you have the same big drop. And the Nasdaq is just at 10,868. It's just a little over 200 points away from its all-time, or its 52-week low. So it looks like it's going to test it as well. Now we have, take a look at how our model's done. We made $9,000 this week, month to date, 23 grand or 6%. And that brings our year-to-date gain just shy of 111%. And we are crushing our benchmark. We're 133 points better than the S&P 500, 141 points better than the Nasdaq Composite Index. Let's look at the SPY, which is ETF we trade on a daily basis for 1 year. Here's a 1-year chart daily, and you can see at 367.95, it's just shy of its low, closing low of 365.86. If we look at the Qs, Nasdaq 100, get a very similar look. And if we were to look at all the ETFs that we follow and trade, we would see a very similar pattern. However, we do have a few ETFs that have made new 52-week lows. First one I want to look at is the Semiconductor Index. It's a leading index, and it closed at 192.37, and that's lower than it was back here on July 1st. Industrials, new low at 84.75, new 52-week low there. And a related ETF is the material sector. And that's definitely a new low at 52-week low there. We got real estate, 52-week low there. And last but not least, the transportation index, IYT. And that's a new 52-week low. Actually, let's take a look at the heat map. This is a 1-week heat map of the S&P 500, and you can see there is mostly red on the screen, just a very little bit of green, but really ugly week. The financials took it on the chin. There's the oil and gas sector, energy, industrials that we showed. just everything is down, but almost completely out. Well, that's it for this week's video. This is Greg Gallagher saying good luck and good trading.